Yo, ladies and gentlemen, Strong Archer Zero is back, and in today's video, we are going to continue the Casey route of the student transfer main game. So, let's continue. Holly. Yeah? Oh, by the way, if you guys missed the last episode, right? John, right now, take the form of Holly with the Elden Remark thingy, so yeah. The maid rubbed on her arm nervously, a gesture that accompanied her now worried face. Okay. I know you have come here today mostly because of Casey, but she slowly approached me until she grabbed both of my hands and raised them between us. How is that? Oh, I understand now. Understand now. I was very worried about our argument from last Thursday. I would also like to have a talk with you after you've talked with Casey. After you've talked to Casey. But what I desperately need to say now is, I'm sorry for any kind of harm I did to you. Oh, Elizabeth. The sudden surge of tears from her eyes took me by utter surprise. Whoa, Elizabeth. Sorry. It's just that you looked so terribly upset and helpless back then. I mean, yeah. But it was all a misunderstanding, right? I'm sure Hollywood understand. I mean, the real Hollywood understand. I better say something quick before this grows any. And it was so unfair. And it might sound crazy now, but it wasn't my fault. Dude. How are we gonna tell Elizabeth that this is not John? This is this is not Holly. This is John. How are we gonna say that to Elizabeth? Hurry up, John. John, hurry up. Gotta reveal it, John. The next thing I knew, she was crushing me in a hug, which probably felt somewhat comfortable for her, but was quite awkward for me. I mean, yeah, you just hug someone's mate. And there we go. I gently patted her head without saying a word. I guess I should have expected something like this. I should probably tell her before this goes on for too long. She slowly backed away as she wiped the tears off her face. Elizabeth. Sorry, I'm aware you don't like hugs. But I did it anyways. Forgive me. That's what you're worried about? What? No, No? Wait. Seeing her crushed expression made me immediately realize my poor choice of words. It was almost as if I could see her heart shattering before my eyes. Wait! No! Don't start crying again! Please! Elizabeth, I'm not Holly. It's me, John. Yeah. That's so awkward, right? John? Hey. After what must have been my most awkward smile yet, Elizabeth finally snapped out of her shock. Wait! But no words came out from her mouth. Instead, she rapidly raised her hand but stopped just as I recoiled. Hold on, did you swap bodies with her or just copy her home? The latter. So if I slap you, I wouldn't be slapping her real body, correct? Oh heck, here we go again. Please don't. Yeah, don't do it, come on. Thankfully, no such slap was delivered. Instead, she just crossed her arms and walked back to her spot. But looking at her face made it clear her murder intentions were not fully gone. Oh, interesting. Man, imagine just like Elizabeth just right now just stand up and kill John. But where's Casey? What sort of sick joke is this? I'm furious, John. Look, I wasn't expecting such an emotional and first encounter like this, okay? Besides, would you have let me in knowing about my sister and Casey's meeting today? You're insane, did you know that? Well, kind of. I'm serious. Can I explain myself to you real quick? So you don't think I'm a pervert or a creep or something like that? Take your time, John. She reluctantly nodded. But please make it quick. Okay. Oh. One fast explanation later and the maid seemed to have calmed down, but not as much as I was expecting. You definitely have served trust issues. Come on, who wouldn't when one's relationship with a sibling is at risk? And you want to carry out this ridiculous plan all instead of talking to your sister? Upon remembering yesterday's heated chat with Casey, I choose not to go into further detail with Elizabeth. At least not for now. I mean, it would be just easy. It would be easier if you just talk to Holly, right? Like you just. I mean, if you explain things to Holly normally, like a normal person, that would be easier, right? Because you can just be like, "Hey, Holly, why are you ignoring me? Notice me, senpai." It's complicated, really. Why didn't you ask for help first? Help from who? That's what my talk with Casey yesterday was about. Who else could I ask for a hand? Oh, I don't know. Someone who is as much concerned about their relationship as you? For instance, me? Come again? I didn't know exactly how to interpret Elizabeth's words, so I was forced to ask again. I said, why didn't you consult me first? I believe I gave you my phone number. Oh, did she? But what other answer would I have expected besides speak the truth to your sister? I mean, that's something Elizabeth would totally say to John though. I still strongly believe that was your best option, but that also was back when you couldn't make up your mind. Okay? Now that you finally made a decision, I could have given you my opinion or some advice too, and I still can. Oh, I scratched my head as I realized my mistake. I had never considered Elizabeth as anything other than an obstacle to my plan, but thankfully telling everything to her had granted me a potential and unexpected ally. Oh. Well, you've heard my plan already. You want to take my place and be there when talk happens between Holly and Casey, am I correct? That's more or less, yeah. Come on, Elizabeth. Let us be there, please. Please, let's switch bodies. Let's go. But what makes you think Casey would straightforwardly make you look like the only villain here if it turned out into an argument? I've talked to her about your shopping day with her, you know, and when I asked about today's meeting, she didn't mention anything in particular about you or what she was planning to tell Holly. Dot dot dot. She didn't? But then how can you be so sure she wouldn't if things go south? I mean, things would go west, you know? Because I know Casey more than herself. Is that true? She took a deep breath before speaking again, as if she was about to regret what she was about to do. What is she gonna say? If you desperately want to witness their talk from up close, I give you permission to turn into me then. Oh, so we're gonna transform into Elizabeth, we're not gonna switch bodies? What did you just say? Oh, the music! The developer definitely did a good job with this route, though. I said I'm willing to let you be Elizabeth Sebas for the rest of the afternoon. Wait, is her name Elizabeth Evas? Let me see. Correct DB. Elizabeth Sebas. Yeah, that's her name. A loyal man of the right family. An intimidated confidant of the daughter, Cassandra. Her empathic and virtuous character is only matched by her great sense of responsibility. Female mates. Okay. Not only do I still have some chores to do from yesterday, but I also have to help Casey's parents finish packing up for their 1-month trip. Oh, so Casey's parents going on a trip? Wow. So I'll allow you to take my place if you promise to be careful and attentive to both of my friends. What do you say? I was amazed by how cooperative Elizabeth was being with me. What's more, I was having a hard time believing that had come from her mouth. Man, I can feel it. Like, the story, I think it's about to end. Because we're about to witness Casey's talk with Holly. And I think that's all. That's the ending. I think that's the happy ending, guys. Are you serious? John, I still don't know what to think of you, to be honest. But I also don't want any further misunderstanding or problems with either Holly or Casey. And well, you seem very desperate as well, and since I probably can't stop you, I might as well advise you on how not to make things worse. I smiled to Elizabeth underserved mercy and proceed to take the device out of my pocket. Thanks a bunch, really. Just promise me you wouldn't use the device anymore after this, or at least not with any of us three. You have my word. A quick twitch of my fingers and I had overridden Holly's figure with Elizabeth on the device cloning function. The only thing that was left was pressing the button on one last time with myself as the target. Should I copy some of your memories or skills too, so I can impersonate you better? Why? Don't you have common sense? Hey! After a quick and playful giggle, she took her hat and looked at me again. Oh, sorry, she shook her head. Just don't talk too much and behave politely. Remember, you're there to watch, not intervene. Okay, got it. Thanks a bunch. The transformation had already started when the doorbell rang again. As we exchanged startled glances, I realized I hadn't needed the device aids to mimic her surprised expression. Oh no, she's here! Okay, this is bad. Can you speed it up, John? I'm afraid it's you who'll have to open the door. Crap, I wish I could, but my clothes were already changing to match Elizabeth's working attire. So was my body underneath them. I noticed my hair growing longer, only to be rapidly tied up in a bun in my head. It doesn't seem it will be necessary. Please hurry up, hurry up, hurry up! Elizabeth started for a few more moments before she finally approached me in a hurry, and she grabbed the device from my still shifting hand. I'll give you all the information you need. What was the button again? The third button from the top. I was now fully mimic hers at this point. To any eavesdrops, it would sound as Elizabeth was talking to herself. Good. So I just think about what to copy into your mind and press it. Yeah, that's basically it. Let's go. Oh, by the way, I think the changing is about to done. It's about to finish, I think. Yeah, that's basically it, but perfect, here goes. Why do I feel like something strong going to happen here? Wait, are we sure it's safe to use the mind transfer and the transform button at the same time? Oh my god. I have a bad feeling about this one. It all happened so fast I barely got any time to worry about what could happen if two different functions were executed somewhat simultaneously. I just closed my eyes and hope that it didn't have any major effects on me. Please, 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 please. To my surprise, the only change I noticed was that I now had a picture in my mind of the mansion's ground and second floor, along with a set of instructions that I assume were given to Elizabeth. Holly comes after lunch. Take her to the swimming pool. Behave as a proper maid. Don't roam around the halls. Hey, it's done. I think it worked. No side effect, right? The maid's astonished face was identical to all of her previous one whenever she witnessed some of the device usage up close. I still can't believe this. Anyways, I'm glad it worked. The bell echoed all over the main hall once more, causing Elizabeth to get slightly startled by it. Here, have it. Once I'm done with Casey's parent, we'll carefully trade place and then you'll be free to leave. The part that concerned you should have happened by then. Got it. Thanks again for this, Elizabeth. Godspeed, and please don't get caught. There's no turning back now. For real, I must succeed. Let's go! Coming! Okay. Once Elizabeth was out of sight, I proceeded to open the main door and let my sister in, finally. Hello, Holly! Please come in! We have been waiting for you! Hey. Man, Holly is so cool-hearted, man. He's just like, hey. Like, I don't care. Her expression was almost as dull as always. Only a tiny spark of emotion was visible on her face. She seems upset. Maybe she feels that way with Elizabeth. Does that mean I have to pull her same reaction now? What's up, Liz? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that, my sister raised a brow, seemingly puzzled by my mumbling and stuttering. How are you today? I asked first. Well, I asked second.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
I asked you first.
I asked you second.
Oh, come on. Oh, yes, sorry. I'm fine. All good. Holly's face was getting harder to read, making it impossible to tell whether she was getting suspicious about my behavior or that she's usually like this even with her friends. Perhaps I should try to speak more firmly to like Elizabeth. Please, pardon my awkward remarks, Holly. I was lost in my thoughts, figuring out a more adequate way to greet your beloved presence here with us that I simply couldn't choose a proper and fitting one. Not that excuse, but you can do better, I think. Dot dot dot. Come on, John, come on, John, come on, John. Wait, sorry? I didn't even read that. Right, that was too much. You seem tense. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. She was right. The tension between us was growing bigger by the second, and I was running out of options. Me? Is there something you want to tell me? This is so awkward. Oh my god. Thank god I never got into a fight with a friend like this. Holly was now plain confused, almost as if she wanted to run away any chance she got. But thanks to her last questions, I was able to play the last card to save my first encounter with her as Elizabeth. Oh, wait, did John just hug her? I jumped to her and hugged her as tightly as the maid's arm and chest would allow me to. Since I couldn't remember Elizabeth's exact words, I needed to use my own, most sincere ones. Sorry for everything. I didn't know exactly what moment the forced hug I was trying to pull off stopped being fake and turned into a genuine and warm one. Ah, the sibling relationship, man. Oh my god. Heh, 2 hugs in 2 days? That's gotta be a new record. You're gonna get a third one from Kissy. Nah, I'm just kidding. My sister patted me on the back a couple of times before the small moment ended, and to my surprise, a tiny smile greeted me upon looking at her face again. It's okay, we're good, Liz. I'm very happy to hear that. Yeah. Where's Casey at? Yeah, I've been wondering, where's Casey at, man? We're 21 minutes into this video and no Casey. Oh, a quick peek into Elizabeth's instruction and our new destination was set. I gently grabbed Holly's hand and told her to the east hallway. She's waiting for us at the swimming pool. Let's go! We're gonna see Casey? Where's Casey? Whoa, still no Casey. Given that Elizabeth had only given me the direction and not how the actual place looked, I couldn't help but stare in awe at an amazingly large indoor swimming pool. Here we are, Holly. Make yourself at Holly Elizabeth. Oh my god, Casey. What the heck? I don't have to censor that, right? Like, she's wearing a bra. I guess I don't have to, right? From the other end of the pool, Casey's unique soul code waved and approached us running, her excitement being more noticeable as she came closer to us. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Hey Cass, nice to see you too. A replica of Holly's previous smile was cast again on her face, and it almost looked as if she was about to blush. Yeah, I'd probably be feeling the same if I was invited to spend the day at my crush's home after they confessed to me. Dude, just blush. However, it wasn't long before both of us were openly blushing. The moment I drew my attention back to Casey, I was able to take a better look at her bikini set. And she greeted me wearing nothing but some swimwear. Damn! John, this is not the right time, man. A very alluring bikini set at that. I'll have to be careful with where I look. Not like I have something down there that could betray me, but I didn't want to deal with the female equivalent during a conversation. Did you bring your swimming suit with you? Sorry? Did you bring your swimsuit with you? I can lend you one if you need. Lend me. What the heck? No, it's fine. I brought my own. Thanks, dude. Ollie, dude. I know what you're thinking right now, Ollie. I know what you're thinking, man. And you, Elizabeth, why haven't you changed yet? Oh, I was helping out your parents with some things. I see, you told me that you had to do some work today, but you're not really planning to miss this opportunity, right? Come again? I said go and put on your swimsuit too, girl. I don't care if my parents ask you for help, I'll speak to them if they come. You don't worry about that. There was nothing in Elizabeth's instruction about this other than the swimming pool's locations. What do I say? No thank you, maybe? Are you sure? I don't want any trouble with your parents. Are you kidding? They love me, and they love me, and Holly too. Wait, sorry. They love you, and they love me, and Holly too. I just read they love me twice. Sorry, guys. I would get real mad if they didn't allow you to dive in. Well, I don't really have a choice, do I? Okay then, I guess I'll be joining you girls. Sounds good to me. Hooray! Now, go, you two precious creatures. We've got the swimming pool all day for ourselves. Woohoo! Wait, did she just jump? Woo! As Casey jumped into the pool, I recall a few steps back and wanted to get the device as far as possible from any contact with the water. Okay, watch Holly just push John in and broke the device. As a task that I acknowledged was substantially hard to carry out while literally standing next to a body of water like that. I'll have to find a safe place to keep the device, and it has to be nearby in case anything happens. What happened though? Wait a minute. I'm still recording, right? Please tell me I'm still recording. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry. After a quick glance to the pool's surroundings, I noticed the simplest option was to temporarily store the device inside a fancy-looking handbag that was lying on one of the long chairs. Huh? It matches Casey's outfit, and worst case scenario, I would be able to relocate it for her as Elizabeth. Hey, you think I could leave my stuff over there? Where? I finally made up my mind upon seeing my sister pointing to that same spot after she asked me the question. Sure, Holly. I was about to do the same thing myself. Great. Go and get changed at the service room. Your swimsuit is already there, Elizabeth. Why is it so little? I blushed and scratched my neck as I realized what I had to do next. Let's just hope it's not as hard as putting on a bra. Wanna go? Sure thing. Holly started. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. Me out of my thoughts, which made my answer seems more excited than I usually was. We left our stuff by the long chairs before walking into the hallway. Oh, just outside the pool, there was the small service room Casey had pointed out. That and Elizabeth's instruction made it fairly easy to pick out among the dozens of doors. Holly opened the door and waited for me to get inside. You going in? Why don't you go first? Since I had no real intention of seeing my sister naked, I politely declined the offer. Sure. But what? Can I ask why? Sorry? Her face was suddenly covered with worry and confusion, and I couldn't really tell why. I mean, we don't have to go together just because, but is there a reason? Does girls always do this? You know what? Forget it. It was a stupid question. Don't answer it. Holy space, dude. I just thought that Casey probably told you. Well, confirm what you you two were suspicious about the other night at home, and not that I wanted to see you naked. That's like the opposite of what I'm trying to say here. Dude, you know who only wanted? Only wanted to see Elizabeth naked. Come on. Ah, I think I see what this reaction is about. I never thought about that. It's okay. Oh, that's good, yeah. Dude, you're kind of blushing right now. Can you please just go in? It would have given me nightmares for months to come, probably. Fuck, I'm stuttering like an idiot over this stupid thing. Man, Holy keeps swearing. Say, why don't we simply treat each other's like we used to? Will you be okay with that? Hell yeah! Yeah, that can work. Thanks, Liz. Holly was smiling at me again, and I was more than happy to smile back. You still haven't answered my question, though. Even after that small moment we had, I could notice in her tone of voice she was being half serious and half joking. Alright, I'm very embarrassed of other people seeing me naked, that's all. Understandable. I'll be back in a minute. She's still very sensitive about that topic, and she got all the right in the world to be. Yeah, going back to how things were before always sounds tempting after a huge step coming out in this case. Actually, isn't that what we're going to do later today? Go back to their best friend status? I wish it was as easy as I considered the memory function of the device as I loitered in the hallway, pressing a button. Ooh! Holly! Door opened and Holly came out of it, wearing a light blue bikini set I had never seen before. As she walked towards me, I looked on the roll of her friend one more time. Oh, it looks great on you, Holly. Thanks. It's a little tight on my crotch, though, and the top part feels like it could use one more size. Too much info. Do you think Casey's gonna like it? I'm sure she'll love it too. I'll be crossing my fingers. See ya at the pool. I approached the service room and closed the door as soon as I entered. I guess it's my turn now, let's see. Are we gonna get to see it? Contrary to my expectations, it was rather easy to get out of Elizabeth's main attire, and thankfully since the swimsuit was a one piece, I had no major trouble getting my Elizabeth's breast fixed in place. This was for the best, considering that whatever she thought was relevant to transfer in that memory dump certainly did not include how to get into her swimwear. Okay. Are we done? Okay. You know, that kind of looked like hot. The only thing I wish now is to get used to this fabric hugging my crotch as fast as possible, while not being as comfortable as a pair of swimming trunks. The swimsuit gave me a new sense of freedom of movement for my legs, although it also made me feel somewhat more naked despite carrying more skin than any of my own swimwear. The swimsuit size for Elizabeth's body was perfect. It felt tight enough to keep everything in place, but not enough to make me feel uncomfortable in it. I wonder if I'll be able to see the same once it gets wet, though. What in the world? As I was telling you, Mr. Wright, I believe I left a couple of your shirts in... Okay, that's awkward. This is awkward. Elizabeth... What? Damn. Elizabeth? Did you just scream? By any chance? It's his father, huh? Yes, sir. I thought for a moment that I had seen a roach cross the hallway. It only took me a second to understand why Elizabeth had pushed me into the room all of a sudden. Holy crap, that was close. You better get rid of those by the time we come back. Absolutely, sir. Their muffled voice continued moving forward until they disappeared. Wait, Elizabeth also disappeared. After a quick glance to both ends of the corridor, I took the chance and rushed back to the swimming pool. Oh, there you are. What took you so long? When I returned, I noticed Casey and Holly waiting for me by the poolside. I came across your father when I entered the room, and he wanted to ask me something. Can that old man give you an actual break for once? Whatever, let's get this party started, ladies. Casey quickly turned to where a set of large speakers with its stereo were moments after a really catchy and upbeat tune started filling the area. Oh, I so love Kathy Barry. Casey, you say that about every artist. Is Kathy Barry a real person? Hold on, let me Google that. Obviously, I can't show you guys, but I need to Google it. 1 second. Kathy Barry, right? Apparently, I can't find any Kathy Berry, but I can find Kathy J. Berry. So, does that count? I don't know, man. Casey, you say that about every artist. I just really like music, okay? Then Casey started walking back to us in small steps, pulling one swift dance move with each. It's such a wonderful afternoon, don't you think? I think so. What are you planning? Look outside. The garden looked lovely today with its many roses, tulips, and all that nature. Oh, what's that? What? We both turned around in unison, but I didn't catch anything out of place in the view. What are we supposed to... Oh! Damn, Casey! That's a good trick! Whoop! Wow! 1 second later, and Casey had betrayed us, pushing us into the pool. When I emerged from my dive, I noticed Holly was already getting her revenge on her. You bitch! I wasn't ready! Haha, you look like you needed a little push, and I was gentle enough to... A great splash of water cut her off. Come again? I didn't quite hear you. So you want war, eh? The splash war, huh? Very well. Oh, John, just back away, join them. Unfortunately, I was quickly noticed when I tried to sneak away from them. And where do you think you're going, Elizabeth? Me? Don't play the fool. She must have needed an accomplice for that. Oh, haha, I don't know what you're talking of. Blah! This Holly filled my mouth with a blast of water. Hey, get your own man, wait, girl. Oh, what the hell? I splashed them both, and a fierce and fun battle let loose among the three of us. That's fun. Well, that was fun. Yeah, I know, right? Eventually, I walked out of the pool, and so did Holly after me. I'm down for another round, but in a bit, I want a small break first. Haha, me too. Dude, yes, I need to censor him. Fuck! The last one to come out of the water was Casey, who looked rather unaware of her loss. Casey, your top fell off. What? Oh my. Haha, sorry. Jump back! Nice. John and Holly both said nice. What? Shit, did she hear me? And I did just hear her? Size. It fell off because It wasn't the right size, right, Casey? I would blame you both targeting my boobs with your bust and my size, actually. Just go jump that! I don't need to censor this any longer. Go! Ah, that must be it then. Tiff, it's hard not to target them, you know. I see. Well, it's not like you've got much to be jealous of me either, mind you. Oh, shut up. Besides, it's Elizabeth here who we should be jealous of. Me? That's the conclusion we arrived last time, remember? I keep telling you to show your goods a little more to the world, yet you always keep them hidden. Well, they look big and feel big. Elizabeth has the biggest boobs of them all. Shouldn't I be able to tell that myself since I've been in all their bodies already? Wouldn't you like that, Holly? Hey! Yeah, thank God. I don't think I can censor that for any longer. Cassie giggled as she dived into the pool again. Apparently, no one was hiding that fact about my sister anymore. Jerk. Seeing their lively and friendly interaction from up close was actually relieving for me. It meant that Holly, as grumpy and introverted as she seemed, looked really cheerful among her friends. And why did I get my... What? Okay. Let's just hope it stays like this. Please, no more top fella, please. They spent a good amount of time talking about lots of different topics. I would say we, but I remained silent most of the time, making little contribution to the chat whenever I could. We dived a couple more times into the pool in between and made some smoothies in the swimming pool's bar. And before I knew it, we were sitting by the pool, watching how the sun was starting to set. Okay. If it wasn't because of my constant worry, I would have enjoyed this experience to the max. Sorry, I just skipped that one, right? Speaking of which, it's been quite a while already, and the topic hasn't been brought up, not even once. I wonder when. Holly, would you come with me for a minute? Sure. Ah, Elizabeth. As Holly got up, so did I, but Cassie called my name before I took any steps. Yes? I want to speak to Holly more privately about that. Will you wait for us here? Oh, this is it. This is the moment. I know it's a thing between you two, but can I really not join you? I promise I wouldn't say a word. I would prefer not to. We talk about this. Sorry. We'll be right back, Liz. Okay. Alright. The farther the girl seems to walk away, the weaker my control over them become. Is it become or became? Became, sorry. So, what now? Do I just wait here, make myself another smoothie while my integrity as Holly's brother is at risk? Man, you really have some trust issues, huh, John? At first, I tried to limit myself to just watch and wait. Any attempts at overhearing the conversation were in vain, since they were too far for me to hear and their voices weren't as loud. I took quick glance at them every now and then. Whatever they were talking about was developing in a civilized way, at least. So far, so good. It was only after a while that I noticed great change in Holly's expression. It was slowly shifting from the happy look she had all day to a more puzzled and distressed one. Oh, I love this song. Oh, something's going on. And finally, she turned visibly upset in rage. Crap! I needed to know what's going on. What's more, that's the exact reason why I pulled off this ridiculous plan. If I wanted to wait and hope for the best, I would have simply stayed at home or something. Well, do something then, John. Do something. Okay. I stooped up from my spot and approached the lawn chairs where the device was, which were luckily close enough to their spots. Do something, please, John. Do something right now. Wait, what do you mean by that? I froze within an instant. Oh no, no! I'm looking for the right words, but it's harder than I thought. It shouldn't be. Just spit it out. Look, Holly, I'll be frank, I'm not in love with you. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. What I said yesterday was something I said out of desperation. I do love you, but not like that. What the fuck? The worry in Casey's face was as palpable as Holly's growing rage. But why didn't you say something? What? Sorry. But why didn't you say anything back then? You realize what you put me through? What the hell is wrong with you? No. Holly, you got it all wrong. Casey looked like she was about to burst into tears at any second, and Holly was beginning to tear up. That's when I knew this had gone too far. This is my fault. Their friendship is more fragile than ever, all because of my uncertainty and fear. And if there's someone who needs to put an end to this, it should be me. Now, what are we gonna do though? I didn't care if they would notice me while I looked for the device. The conversation was draining and fast, and I wasn't going to sit here with my arm crossed. This is the time to make things right. I owe it to them. Yes, let's go, John. Do something. But what are you gonna do with the device anyway? Once I got the shiny piece of metal in my hands, I pressed the sweat button pointed at myself first. Holy! I turn around slightly and point at Casey with the device. The timing with I pressed the button and turn around again was almost perfect. Imagine like John's miss and hit Holly instead. Oh, John looks so pissed. In the blink of an eye, I found myself standing in front of my sister, but I wasn't holding the device anymore. Instead, I was firmly holding her hands. I wish I could say I recognized I was in Casey's body by first noticing her swimsuit, but the truth was my eyes were quicker to notice her chest first. What? This is not the right time, John. Alright, I'm back in here. What the? Eh? As I had expected, Casey in my morph body rapidly reacted to her new and unexpected form. What am I doing with this? Is this the device? And why am I mean, Elizabeth, please grant me a few more minutes with Holly and I'll talk to you, okay? Please, I don't know what's gotten into you, but please, this doesn't make any sense. What is this doing? Oh, I think she got it. Oh, you bastard. Yep, definitely got it. It probably is what you think it is. And I might know what you're thinking right now, but please, I'll take it from here. No, you won't. What the fuck is wrong with you two? Only stop with that swearing, man. Only I and Jack can swear, okay? Only Jack Mallory and me, the one who's swearing in this video. Not you, sorry. Even though I had successfully interrupted their arguments, the situation was still far from defuse. What are you planning, you jerk? I wasn't going to tell her about that. I know you weren't going to, but I just had to intervene. I have no idea what's going on. Casey rushed to my side and leaned in to whisper to my ear. I'm swapping us back right. I raised my hand to cut off her speech. Casey, I should be taking this bullet, not you. What? I can perfectly handle it myself! Sorry. I don't think that's the right tone. Let me try again. What? I can perfectly handle it myself. That's better, right? I know you can. But I can feel your eyes still watering up. I'm saying I should be the one who has to take this on. I'm the source of all of our problems, and it's me who should end it. Casey looked mad at me, but kept silent for a few moments. Hey! Suddenly, I was waiting for a response. Holly stood up with a stump standing firmly before the two of us with an angered look. Could either of you be clear for a second and tell me what's going on? No, we can't, sorry. She fixed her defiant look into my eyes, waiting for the reasonable answer Casey had been building up. Okay. Okay, Elizabeth, let me handle this. I already said please, I'm begging you. It was now me who jumped next to her to whisper my thoughts. I know you're well within your right to keep going with this. You could even... I can't believe I'm about to say this. You could even tell her the real thing if you wanted. Cassie looked at me, expectant for more. I hurried to finish my words before I gave her any ideas I would seriously regret after. But if you let me do this, I promise I'll find exact words you were looking for. Girls? Oh, this is getting intense. But until the wait was over when she sighed and prepared herself to speak again. Oh, how dare you use my own puppy eyes against me? I must be going nuts for allowing this, but do it. Man, that's so cute. I gratefully nodded to her before turning around to face my confused sister again. Holly, listen to Casey. She's got something extremely important to tell you. Yeah, it's better not be another sick joke. What is it? He seems to stop for a moment as I carefully chose my words. The heat and the stress of the moment had spawned an epiphany in my head, which I had to somehow translate into my following words and actions. I can do this. Holly, I fuck up. I couldn't keep visual contact with her anymore, but in those last seconds I managed to see her face quickly getting covered with fear. Dot 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 dot! These last few days have been a series of unfortunate and unforeseeable events, but I'm ultimately glad they happened. My eyes focused on Casey, who had now raised a brow in response to my words. Yeah, I'm also confused, Casey. You're not alone on this. It is true that it was my fault for telling Elizabeth about you liking women. Her look went from neutral to a server. Almost a raging one, but thankfully she didn't say a word. Next, I placed my attention back into Holly, and I reckon that was probably a dick move on my part, since you specifically told me not to tell anyone about it. So Casey does know. So Casey does know about Holly, right? Huh. But why does Holly like women? And why does Holly have trouble with John? Does Holly hate men? Something's not add up right now, guys. Something's not right, and I'm gonna find out what's the reason behind Holly mysterious. But I was worried about you, and I didn't know what to do. Okay. Then, after Thursday happened, I went to apologize to you, a task that, while successful, ended up greatly backfiring. Go on. You see, I'm not into girls, Holly. But don't get me wrong, not again. I do love you, and always will, with all my hearts. I could tell by her face her heart was shuddering more and more with each word that came from my mouth. Oh, Rip Holly! I should have been more specific on what kind of love I meant. And I definitely should have stopped you before it was too late. But I didn't want to break your heart again and make you feel more miserable than you were probably already feeling. You definitely should have, moron. Tears were starting to pour from her frustrated eyes, which matches her cracked tone of voice. Oh, it's crying. I can't do it. No, Holly, don't cry. And my head has been working non-stop since yesterday to figure out the best way to handle my sister falling in love with me. You just call her your sister. I realized too late about my mistake in my last sentence, but neither of the girls seems to mind or notice at all. Though at this point I was pretty confident my words as her brother were practically the same as Casey would say, so I mostly had to focus on saying them from her point of view. And here we are! A couple of steps forward and I was grabbing her soft hands one more time. All because I wasn't brave enough to act earlier. I'm sorry, Holly, but I don't feel that kind of stuff for you. And even though I feel pretty selfish asking you this, I'd really like for us to still be intimate friends. My sister had gone mute, but her eyes remained as watery as before. I turned around to see Casey again, and to my surprise, she nodded back to me with tears in her eyes. Not bad. If wow, just wow. Holly wiped the tears off her eyes as she mumbled something to herself I couldn't quite get. Holly? You know, deep down, I somehow knew there was something fishy in all of this. It's like it was all good to be true. I even thought to convince myself that since you've had so many boyfriends and flings, you might have grown tired of guys and wanted to try the other side. How many boyfriends does ex-boyfriend does Casey exactly have? 10? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? But I realized I was so blinded by my crush on you that part of this misunderstanding is also my fault. Apparently it heard what I wanted to hear and how I wanted. So one second. Both Casey and I stayed while Holly stopped to breathe and slowly regain her voice again. So you're not gay. I'm sorry. Not even curious. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Holly. Not yet? Definitely not yet. The assertiveness in Casey's answer let the other two of us know it wasn't happening anytime soon in her plans. I see. I guess I only see you as a friend. A very, very close and intimate friend. More like a sister, actually. So sister zone or friend zone, huh? I don't know which sound worse. Sister zone, huh? And I'm gonna give someone a sister zone. Only laughed to her own joke. Yeah, I just said joke, sorry. Only laughed to her own joke with the remaining sobs and tears. Despite having a smile on her face, she looked devastated. How are you feeling? Well, my crush for the last couple of years just rejected me, and I can't hate her because I still see her as one of the most important people in my life. I haven't felt this bad since, you know what. I desperately wanted to ask what that was, but it didn't seem like the right time or person to ask about. Now, this is the mysterious thing I want to find out, man. Since what? Man, maybe the other route will tell us. What's right should I try after I finish Casey's route, though? Should I try with another magic book, or maybe keep with the alien. I don't know. Let the comments decide it. But I'll get over it. Yeah, it's also my first time coming out to someone, and it actually felt very relieving. Though I'll probably need some time to digest everything that happened in these last few days too. Okay. Before I produce any sound, Casey, in Elizabeth form, jumped into Holly's arm and hugged her like if it were the last time she would ever see her friend. Take all the time you need, Holly. Liz, sorry for having been so rough towards you before. You didn't deserve. Just shut up and hug me. Your wonderful lesbian cinnamon roll. It's usually Casey. Sorry. It's usually Cass who gets cheesy in moments like this. You lucky girl. You getting to follow her all day. I felt like that was my cue to go in, and so did I. I opened my arm. Let me drink some water before I keep reading. That's better. I felt like that was my cue to go in, and so did I. I opened up my arms and wrapped them around the two ladies. Come on, I know you're into cheesy stuff deep down. Yeah. The group hug lasted for a good while more until it was finally over. The three of us dressed back into more casual clothes, and then we accompanied Holly to the front gate, successfully avoiding any contact with the real Elizabeth or Casey's parent. And I'm afraid this is the end of this video. But if you guys want to see more of this, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the post notification, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!